You too, what's good? I know who it is. Joshayy 14K. Today I got my brother with me, Jay Fresh. My favorite filmmaker. Appreciate you coming through, man.
Yes, sir.
So my boys, they put some questions in my DMs, and I want you to help me drop some gems on them.
Okay.
You can do that?
Oh yeah, what's that? We finna bless these boys.
Let's get it. We're gonna do about 10 of them. That's cool.
That's easy money.
Hey man, let's get to it. I got my girl Mocha Bay in the background. She gonna
Mocha.
Yeah, she gonna read the questions for us.
Yes, sir.
Let's get to it.
What's the best way to double text a girl that never replied the first time?
You want me to go?
Yeah,
you don't want me to go.
I think we might have the same answer on this one. What you gonna say?
Don't.
No, I agree.
Don't. It's one thing, like as far as double text, you can try again at a later time, see if you get that same response, and at that point you definitely know.
It's 2021. We all got our phone on us right now. She seen your message. Going on about your business, King.
And if you double text, like you putting yourself automatically in like the thirsty category, the overzealous, eager category. That's the last thing you just kind of setting yourself up.
Whether it's true or not, you might not even be thirsty, but if she look at you that way, it's over with for you.
It's a wrap. You done lost that battle from the jump.
Yup.
If your girl gets called on stage at a concert and the artist asks to dance on them, should she? And what would you do?
Whew. Ooh, man. Hey, that's tough right there.
Well, it ain't tough at all.
It's tough for the man in that situation. My girl better know better. I ain't trying to be this big macho or whatever, but I ain't having it. I don't care who it is. Trey Songz, Chris Brown, whoever. He a man like I'm a man. This is my girl. We came to have a good time together. All these single girls in the crowd that screaming your name, you gonna have to pull up one of them. My girl ain't going up there. If she do, oh yeah, we gonna have a problem.
Trey Songz on that stage, Mr. Steal Your Girl himself.
You feel me?
He done stole my girl then, cause she ain't mine no more. I tell you that. And you better find a way back home. Cause my ass is gone. I ain't telling you that right there.
Are you gonna stay and enjoy the rest of the concert?
Oh, no. Concert ruined. I ain't gonna front. Concert ruined.
Yes.
I'm out. That's done. Finito.
Finito.
Done.
Is it a red flag if she talks down on her ex?
Anytime somebody's bringing up negative things about somebody they dealt with in the past, it's always a red flag. I think it's important to consider the context. Was this a learning experience? Do they kind of acknowledge their wrongdoings in the situation, or anything like that?
Two sides to a story.
Yeah. Do they talk? Do they bring up any positive or highlight things within the other person, or is it just all bad?
Yeah.
They simply just kind of highlight the negatives on what they person did. That's instantly a red flag.
I agree. Especially if the person not here to defend themselves.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And me, I really don't want to talk about your ex. Because, all I know is if he mattered, then he would be here right now. I'm here, so let's talk about the future instead of the past.
That's why it's important too to consider, what context was it brought up. Like, is
Right.
she just openly inserting this guy into this equation, or is it relevant to the conversation y'all having as far as that? Definitely stay away from them. People that's continuously bringing up their exes. They might not be over.
True.
Might not be over.
Said something with that one, man.
When is it time to give up on the one that got away?
Damn.
She got away.
She got away. I don't really know what else. She sound like she got away. This is somebody that's still kind of like in the mix. Does she still want to be in the mix? Is she still within arm's length? Is she still on your radar? Obviously, she's still on your radar. My best advice is try to get you a temperature check, man, and see if she'll entertain you. If there's still some energy there, something that you can kind of build off of. But man, if she's if she got away and she's kind of communicated to you, she's moved on, and kind of it's past this and it's history between y'all two, and then you can really move on.
And it's easier said than done because feelings don't just drop. You gotta just go on with your life. Life goes on.
Whatever you gotta do, if you gotta kind of cut off ties, it's different for different people as far as detachment goes. But whatever you gotta do to put yourself in a position, kind of get over that person, that's just gonna have to be the steps you gotta take. So
that might be muting her social media posts,
right?
Unfriend her if you got to. Even to the extremes of blocking her, if that's what you gotta do.
Exactly. Right,
it's different for different people.
And it's nothing toxic about it. You gotta protect your own peace of mind.
That's true, man.
Right? It's different for different people. Only you know your boundaries as far as what it's gonna take for you to kind of get over that hump with somebody, and just kind of be unapologetic about it, man. So,
right.
How do I start a convo with a girl I've never met?
I like that one. My biggest tip is to keep it simple. Don't try to be somebody you're not. You don't have to be the tough guy. You ain't gotta be the thug. You ain't gotta be Bill Gates. You don't have to be a comedian. Whoever you are, be that person and just go up and just talk.
Make an observation about the woman, right? Just something, don't come in with any whack pickup lines, nothing like that. Just make a simple observation about the girl, something that she might have been doing. Start with that, say, hey, how you doing? notice this, and just let the conversation lead you. Don't ask any closed-ended questions. That's gonna put you in a bad predicament. And just kind of let the conversation flow, man.
You want to tell them what a closed-ended question is for the people that might not know?
Hey, it's not even a question, but that's a closed-ended statement. Like, hey,
right,
now you in a okay. Now you gotta add something else, right? You know, do you like this bar? Yes, no.
And then it's over.
It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like, at that point, you want to do yourself a favor and give yourself some leeway, man.
Yeah.
Give her the opportunity to take the conversation whichever way she wants to go, and you can go from there.
And you can catch a vibe from there.
Exactly.
And then that way, because you asked about cold approaching a girl that you don't know. Are you approaching her with the intention of getting her number or just to spark up a conversation?
Exactly.
So if you want to get her number, then when you start that conversation, you're doing a temperature check on her. You're catching her vibe. Because once she talks back to you, you might not even want her number no more, just because her vibes are off,
Yeah, I hate to compare it to it. It looks like a job interview in that sense. A lot of times, as the applicant, we feel, like we're just the only ones being vetted. No, you checking to see if this job is right for you as well.
Yeah.
It's a two-way street. The good thing about talking with a random girl is you don't know what her interests are. You don't know, other than maybe the setting that y'all are in, you don't know what this girl might be interested in. That gives you the freedom to kind of take that conversation anyway. So allow that to be the case.
And don't be afraid to spark up the conversation, because whether she's feeling you or not, you can't miss what you never had. She wasn't in your life before you walked up to her.
Exactly.
So you ain't gonna miss her if she decide not to, be down with you.
Nothing to lose.
You got nothing to lose.
How should I reapproach a girl after we've been on a break?
Man, first and foremost, I don't believe in this whole break thing, man. But I understand that they happen. So, if y'all on a break, I say do it in a clever way. So you got options. The most popular way is to use like a holiday. I'm gonna text up a girl I ain't talked to in a long time and be like, Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And then now we can start talking again.
Yeah.
For example, me and a girl went on a date back in the day to see Fast 5 or whatever. Now that Fast 9 coming out, now I got a reason to hit her up.
Exactly.
Hey, I just seen the trailer for Fast 9. It made me think of our date when we went to see Fast 5. Let's go see Fast 9 together. Be smooth with it, man. Just be smooth.
Yeah, just kind of find some common denominator there, some sort of shared interest that you can bring back in the equation, get back on her radar.
Right.
Make her feel like you still there, she's still thinking about her.
Yeah.
On the flip side of that, if you're the one that has been broken off with, I wouldn't even, man. I would just say if you can go however long, keep going.
Let it go, babe.
Yeah, I don't necessarily believe in the breaks unless I'm the one
doing the break-in.
I know that's toxic, but it is what it is, man.
I asked the girl out, and she was like, "Are we going with other people?" And I said, "No, it's just me and you." And she said, "I'll let you know." I'm not sure if she likes me, but what do you think I should do?
I'll tell you off top, man. I'll let you know ain't never a good response. First off, we don't really like ambiguous answers.
No.
We want definitive statements. In her mind, she probably is sure. She's probably sure. She's not indecisive about it.
Right. And if I get on my knees right now and ask my girl, will you marry me? If she say, I'll let you know, what that sound like to you? That's a no. You know she don't like you, man, because she's free. If other people coming too, then she cool to go.
That don't make sense.
But if it's you and her, she'll let you know.
You gotta read between the lines sometimes.
You got to.
No disinterest when you see it. Don't be the person that stay around too long. Just take your cues. Make sure you get a pretty good indication of how she feels for you, and just act accordingly, man. That's all you can really do.
No disinterest when you see it. Recognize it when you see it, man. Read between them lines.
I'm in a relationship. Everything is great, but I'm being way too clingy. How do I change that?
Want to jump it up, Zay, first?
If you're being too clingy, man, it's likely due to the fact that you don't have anything else going on. Busy person doesn't really have time to be clingy. You should have other things going on in your personal life, other hobbies that you can, friends, social settings, other hobbies that you can kind of revert to that can at least kind of take you away from that fact. Clinginess in the first stage is kind of natural, but you have this continued clinginess towards somebody, you should probably try to find some other activities that can kind of take you away.
I agree 100%. And it ain't got to be nothing too crazy. Just something that you find enjoyment in. If you used to play basketball before you and her got together, start back playing basketball. Or whatever it is that you like to do.
You kind of get head over heels over somebody. We just kind of like lose what we were originally doing, like our original schedule. You just got to keep things moving how you used to do it. All that's changed is that you got interest in somebody. That's it.
What's a different way to call a girl cute that's not just you're cute?
Okay.
I think my go-to is gorgeous. Cute is like, That's kind of like we talking to puppies or something. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's common. It's common.
Man, I try to steer away from cute, gorgeous, beautiful, all those. I want to be specific.
Gorgeous is on another level than cute.
Yeah,
you know what
definitely. Whatever it is about you that made me feel that way about you, I'm gonna target that. So if it was your eyes that made me think you was cute,
Right.
I'm just gonna give you a compliment on your eyes.
Okay, you're just gonna highlight
You
that
know,
feature.
I'm gonna try to be specific.
Yeah.
You probably heard, man, you cute all day long.
That's definitely a way that you can kind of stand out from the crowd.
Yeah.
You can kind of pick out, make sure it's genuine. Like, don't
Right.
just say that, you know, the cast, you know, that, like, make sure it's actually a genuine response, okay?
Yeah.
Pick out something that you really attracted to and give her a genuine compliment about it. It don't got to be nothing over the top.
Please.
Nothing crazy. Please don't.
Don't overdo it,
But
man.
the majority of women will appreciate that. So.
I agree.
If my girl becomes too friendly with my friends when she's had a few drinks, what should I do?
How friendly we talking about? I mean,
Right.
if she getting touchy-feely, that's a problem on both parties. My girl and my friends.
And your partner.
They gotta check that, and she gotta know better. I do feel like some people, when they get intoxicated or whatever, they become more of the person they already are. Could be some underlining, you know, like she might have feelings for them friends.
Sound like a conversation got to be had either way. You need to first off determine if that's something that you even willing to put up with. You're gonna have to determine, you know, is she this touchy-feely person when the alcohol hits, and then you gotta decide if that's something that you're willing to put up with, man. Either way, your partner should probably be shutting that down.
So you said they gotta have a talk about that. Would you recommend him having that talk when she does it? Because obviously she's drunk at that moment.
Right.
Or is that a talk that they have when they both sober?
You know, after the fact, after the events already take place, you can kind of make a little mental notes, you know, some of the things that take place. And then you can kind of recall it with her, go over, you know, state how it made you feel, why you thought it was kind of, you know, inappropriate, or, you know, why you felt a particular way about it, and go from there.
I'm with that.
I'm a single father. I'm going on a second date with a girl and I'm feeling her. But I want to see her more often with purpose. I don't want to just date and waste time if it's not going anywhere. Should I tell her how I'm feeling, and how should I do so?
Shout out to the single father handling his business, man.
Yeah.
That's a grown man right there.
Yeah.
Man, my advice to you, man, let her know how you feeling. Let her know you ain't got no time to waste. If this not going anywhere, then let me know now, and we're gonna cut our losses right here.
Yeah, right.
Cause I got somewhere to be. I want this to be important too. So yeah, if it's not, I gotta go.
Yeah, I could tell by this question. You know, single father, so that already kind of gives some indication he's a little bit more mature. Well, at least 9 times out of 10, right? Dealing with kids. I think a lot of what you asked, you actually answered within the question. You kind of showcased already that you don't really have time to waste. You're looking to kind of date with intention. Just really showcase that verbally to the woman. I'm not really looking to waste any time.
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking to get serious about a woman. If, you know, kind of ask what her intentions are in her dating life as well.
Yeah.
If you get some of those similar vibes and some of that similar energy, then you can kind of go from there as far as if y'all are compatible. Tell her where you're at, where you stand, and what you're looking for, and see if she can kind of reciprocate that.
Man, I appreciate y'all watching the video. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Appreciate my brother for coming through, man.
Appreciate you for having me, man.
These were 10 questions that y'all have for me. If you need something a little more specific to your situation, go ahead and book a 30-minute or a 1-hour consultation. My DMs are open, and I'll catch y'all in the next video, all right?